Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? Looks like I'm coming into focus. So we're up and running. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kent. The channel is EOS San Diego. I talk about the EOS blockchain and other cryptocurrencies every single night. First of all, let me wish you a very happy evening, happy day, wherever you're at in the world, wherever you watch my videos from. I appreciate you watching, and I thank you for the interest in EOS and the interest in cryptocurrencies. You're at the right place at the right time. And I make a nightly video because there's usually something going on every single day, and I don't want to miss out on it. And today is not letting me down, because just a few hours ago, the Securities and Exchange Commission announced that perhaps they will review their decision about allowing Bitcoin to be traded on the ETFs. ETFs are just a fancy way of saying that they're going to be traded on an exchange where you can bundle it up and maybe several or a whole bunch of, or even a whole entire group of cryptocurrencies, or you know, whatever they put together. I don't know how the funds are set up, but they'll be able to be traded like a common stock. So you don't need to have a wallet, you don't need to have a key, you don't have to worry about losing your private key. This is something that makes it very easy to do, which will help the price of Bitcoin. And this is why I'm calling it, actually the title of the video tonight is Conspiracy, because it's kind of interesting the way the SEC has done this. They made the decision not to allow these Bitcoin exchange funds, exchange traded funds, but then they've come back and reversed that decision and said, now we're going to review it. And what happened was a staffer had made that decision, but now the actual chairman, which his name's Jay Clayton, is going to come back and review that decision, which is kind of interesting to me, because it's been in the news quite often. Why would you allow somebody that's anonymous, staffer, make this decision and now come back and say, well, we're going to look at it again? And you know the price went down, now the price is probably going to go back up. In fact, I saw EOS went up a little bit tonight, maybe based on that decision, that they're going to allow these exchange traded funds, which are just bundling up cryptocurrencies and allowing you to trade them as an ordinary everyday common stock, making it very, very easy, like I say, without all the problems of private keys, wallets, and all the different things that you need to navigate as far as investing in a cryptocurrency. I look at investing in cryptocurrencies kind of like cars in the 1930s and 40s. I mean, maybe the car wasn't the easiest to drive, but you knew the transportation was going to become automobiles, because it was a superior form of transportation, superior technology, but you still had to manually shift. You might not have the power steering and power brakes. All that came along later, but you knew it was coming. Well, that's the way cryptocurrencies are right now. There's a lot of things about it people don't like. You know, the fact is not a good way of custody with the private keys. People are fearful of losing their cryptocurrencies in wallets that get hacked, and all this stuff is kind of scary for people. But if you bring it into the ETFs, now all of a sudden it becomes mainstream. People can navigate it, buy it, and sell it really easily. A lot of people think it's a negative, because now you can start to go in and short the market, which I've made videos about that in the past. It's one of the things I like about crypto, is that it doesn't have these kind of shorting mechanisms that other common stocks do, but it will if these ETFs come in, of which, you know, you could bundle something together with EOS, and EOS could be part of one of these ETFs. So anyway, kind of a conspiracy that now they say it was just a staffer made this decision, and we're going to go back and take a look at this and review this, and now the actual chairman is going to participate in this. Even though this has been decided on a couple times and rejected, you would think that it would be a little bit more handled a little bit better than this. So that's why I'm kind of calling it a conspiracy. I don't know if it is or not. It just kind of seems kind of weird to me, you know. And you know that the price went down, the price went back up. So maybe it's a way for people to take positions, knowing that this was going to be reviewed again. Maybe the price goes up, maybe they reject it again, maybe it's nothing. But I think it's kind of interesting the way this all took place. Very, very interesting. The other thing I want to talk about a little bit tonight is I want to talk about it's getting ready for people to go back to school, kids getting ready to go back to school, and a lot of people are going to study a lot of stuff that doesn't have a future. If you want to study something that's got a future, study the blockchain, study the codes, study coding, all the different codes that you can, all the different coding languages that you can learn. I've made videos about that before. Please think about that if you're going back to school. Try to get something that is today's technology, especially the blockchain technology. Those are the things that are going to be the future, not studying things that really don't have a future. A lot of times we just go to school without much of a plan, just thinking if we get through, everything's going to work out. I mean, that's the way I went to school. I just figured, hey, if I went and got a degree, somehow something would turn out. But that's not the way it is in today's world. You actually got to have something that's going to have a future in it. And I think cryptocurrencies, blockchain, learning how to code, those are the ways to go in the future. And even if you don't like coding, you know what? There's other places to be that you can learn stuff for the future too. Just learn something about the blockchain. Learn how to do videos. Learn how to do anything. Just do something in the area of the cryptocurrencies and this technology, because this technology is future technology. It's the technology just like the cars were. You knew it was going to take off. I mean, the early cars probably weren't that easy to drive, but you knew they were going to get better and better and better. And look what we got now. We got the Tesla. So, you know, very soon cryptocurrencies will be mainstream and they will take up a lot of the employment in the future. So think about that when you're going back to school, or think about that if you're looking for something to do. Check it out. So anyway, beautiful night here. Like I say, hope everybody's having a really good time. And I also want to tell you about my son's channel. He's made some really good videos. I think he made another video today. It's the Challenge DAC, CHALLENGEDAC. I'll put the link below. He's making some really good videos. And one other thing, and I leave this for the very end, we may have the beta first challenge up this weekend. We're hoping that we're going to have it up this weekend, so we may have the challenge so you can actually participate in a challenge this weekend. That's what we're shooting for. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.